off the ground. Let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away. I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul. I've gotta go all the way to eternity. I will run all the way to see you. I've gotta go all the way through time and space if I'm ever to see you. And I'll go. Lift my feet off the ground, let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away, I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul. I've gotta go all the way to eternity. I will run all the way to see you. I've gotta go all the way through time and space if I'm ever to see you. And I'll go. Lift my feet off the ground, let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away, I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul.
Got wandering eyes that I seem to follow. Can only stay still for some time. I've never aligned with the city's goal, so
All I hear is talking. You don't speak no truth. Ain't no word that's getting through. Try to start a fire like you always do. So I ain't got no love for you. When you say, yeah, 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 yeah. You think you know me, but yeah, 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 yeah. You think you know me, but you don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. Yeah, yeah. The whirlwind spins and loses control. Yeah, yeah. You took me for a ride and a roll. Yeah, yeah. You just thought you know me the most. Yeah, yeah. But you don't know me better than me. Two sides to the story. Flip a coin and play your luck. Take a risk, but you might bust. You still went ahead and broke that trust. You don't know anything about me. Why you tryna play the game for free? Putting nightmares in my dreams. Acting like you got the key. Wait. Bound and lost, you never knew enough. I can see your ways and called your bluff. No control, I guess you lost the cause. The battle for the truth, I see the cards. Racing for the facts, you see the doors. Lights all through the smoke, don't take a pause. Say that you did, but you never knew me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. Yeah, yeah. The whirlwind spins and loses control. Yeah, yeah. You took me for a ride and a roll. Yeah, yeah. You just thought you know me the most. Yeah, yeah. But you don't know me better than me.
Play yourself, don't play me. Mars, Wolf, Vicstar, Jamie. Don't be confused, that's my G. Turn it up too, and setting them free. Gaslight who? Gaslight me. Everybody push up your flashlights, please. You thought you knew, but wait and see. You don't know me.
You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You think you know me, but yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You think you know me, but you don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me.
You wanna know my feelings every time I look in your eyes. Baby, I can feel your energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I.
Busy streets and lost time. Gotta rent a car, gotta stay a while. If I don't move ahead, then I get stuck behind. I'm at a friend's place, gonna stick around. The puzzle pieces fit for now. The things you said replay loud. There are people outside living their lives. Thousands of stories move through times. Only one face on my mind. All I want is you. All I want is you. There are people outside living their lives. Thousands of stories move through times. Only one face on my mind. A century long ago, I traded in my halo. Whoever it is that you think I am, I'm still figuring it out. I'm jealous of the people outside, just living their lives. Millions of secrets get lost in the light. Tell me how to reach you, show me a sign. All I want is you. All I want is you. All I want is you. I'm surrounded by memories of you and I won't rest until you know the truth. All I want is you. I'm surrounded by memories of you and I. Tell me how to reach you, show me a sign. I'm surrounded by memories of you and I. Tell me how to reach you, throw me a light. talk, every stolen kiss, every late night walk, every secret wish, every second chance, every time we danced underneath the light of the street lamp.
Last night still got us spinning like a record, yeah. Songs popping up, got us feeling like a second chance. I can feel those good things coming our way. Yeah, this is how we do it, this is how we change the circumstance. Tell me how you feel, 'cause you looking like you wanna dance. I can feel those good things coming our way. Yeah, my oh my, we can do whatever, yeah, I'm feeling fine as long as we're together. The future looks good, the future looks good, the future looks good on you. You're feeling alive, you got that look in your eyes, and the future looks good on you.
Oh, hello. Welcome back. We have the round robin group stage here for Premiere. I am joined by lovely Ernie. How are you today?
I'm doing good. You know, it's Saturday. It's a good day for Rocket League and for the Premier Series. Everything's on the line. You want to make top 8, or correct me if I'm wrong? That's how many make the land, but you know, this is your last chance to lock yourself in.
Yeah, it's because of some scheduling changes. There have already been 2 games played, but this upcoming game is going to be Chicago Jungle versus the Duluth Superiors. Jungle sitting at the 8 seed and Duluth at 5. So, and these groups are very interesting. We've got in Group A 1, 3, 5, 6, and 8. Also, all of these are courtesy of Stewie, and I forget who. The Minneapolis, is it Power? No. And Eli. And the other groups 7, 4, 2, 9, and 10. So these groups are very strangely organized, but yeah, this matchup.
I figured it'd be all the odds in one group and all the evens in one group. But
you think so?
But for some reason, it just didn't work out that way. Predictions for me, I got to go with my boy Ubik and Fours on the side of the Superiors. But for the Jungle, they're not any slouches either.
Yeah, I have to go with Jungle. They are my franchise, or not my franchise, but I am in their franchise. And I feel like I have to root for them. They unfortunately did just lose to I think
a lot of teams.
Burnsville. Well, yeah, they played one game before stream went live, I think against Burnsville. So they are already down 1, but yeah, jumping here into this first game, we got instant challenges and pressure from Jungle, but sent back out. Fours now. Gonna make a play off the sidewall, puts it somewhat midfield. Fusion, light touch off the wall, looking for another one. And he catch up to it, gets it on target, but it is sent back out. Now Wubik, 50 with Bob, leaving an awkward spot here for Fours. Angel over to Bob. Bob twirling and whirling, but can't get the touch that he wants. Wubik now off the sidewall, put in midfield. Fusion is there for the intercept. And Bob now popping it off the backboard. High shot opportunity, and he will drop it. 1-0 here for Chicago.
And especially at this level, you have to defend the backboard. Bob's too good of a player to not bury that one. I get what Omac's trying to do, but just didn't have any resources to work with and just put himself out of position.
Correct. You are an Angel popping one off the backboard. Fusion is there for the touch as well, and it looks like Chicago is wanting to take control of this nice and early here. Fusion and Kato going up. Wubik with a peak reset shot, though. I believe that was Kato with the assist.
Ew.
Yeah, over to Wubik, and what a clanger, top left.
I mean, he had the time and had the space. Angel did his best to try to read that, but he can only cover so much ground. Tied up here early. Haven't really seen either side have much possession, I should say. So we're looking to see which team can impose their will on the other side.
That is one way to put it, for sure. Angel, a little awkward on the back line, is able to get the touch, though. Fusion now. The Duluth defense looking a little awkward, and that one almost pinches and squeezes through, but they are able to get some help from the crossbar. Fours now jumping up as last. Does get a touch. Fusion, though. 50 with Wubik off of his own backboard.
Gotta be
Angel
careful
now.
with that. Don't want to put that in the back of your net.
Kato now popping it. Bob is there for the read. Gets a second touch. Just, is this an open net here for Duluth? No, fours is there for the clear. Angel now popping with fours on the sidewall. Pinch with Mac off the corner now. Fusion and Mac get a 50. Angel now clearing it down. And this is a very scrappy game one here.
Yeah, both teams, they're trying to throw some haymakers. That'll work from Omac to fours. A little bit of a 1-2 to make it 2-1.
That's just a good play here. Superior's locking down on their passing plays, just getting it just these 1-2 plays. That's how they scored both goals. And in Prem, it's kind of how you have to score. I mean,
Yes.
you're not really going to get that many solo plays when your opponents are as good as they are at this, stage. So,
At this level, there are no slouches. Like, you are playing against the best of the best. Solo plays might get you far in the lower leagues, but here, not so much. You have to play as a cohesive unit.
Fusion trying to get a reset past one. Kato gets a touch upfield, but intercepted by Bob. Trying to get two. Fours past him. Fusion and fours. Nice 50. Angel up high. Gets two. Bob putting it off the wall for Fusion. Does get a touch mid. Bob is there for the shot, but it is sent back out into the jungle half here. Fours there for a shot. Fusion is there for the save. Bob popping it off the corner. Wubik doesn't get the touch that he wants and somehow gets thrown away by the ball, and it just perfectly comes off the side here for Bob.
Get what he's trying to do, pitch that one back to the corner, but he hits the ball just dead center and just bounces straight off it. We're tied 2 to go with under 90 seconds. Wubik 1v1 just doesn't have the juice to put that shot inside the post. Pressure from fours off the backboard. Shooter's there, but Bob will deny. Final 60 teams looking to start their day off with a W. Wubik tried to go up and over. No one's there. Angel challenge up high. Good read. Can't follow. Omac turns, can't redirect it in.
I mean, you hate to see that not work out here for Duluth. That's an opportunity of the ages. Could have been an absolute heater, but Jungle now mounting a counterattack. Angel popping it into the corner here. 50. Back over to Angel on the sidewall. Puts it mid for Bob. Shot opportunity here from Chicago. Bob is not able to put it on target. Angel now gets it past 1-2 up here for Duluth. Their defense looking a little scared, but Angel gets a 50 with one. Ado popping it into the corner now. Gets a double touch. Bob doesn't get the best clear, but Fusion is there for the follow-up. 5 seconds left here in regulation. Will we see this go to OT? Wupik there for the shot, rejected, and Forrest trying to get anything going, and we have OT game 1.
Omac just couldn't drop his card down enough, blocks Wupik's shot. I think that would have found its way through early on. Angel goes hunting, and Fusion's gonna score.
Yeah, this is just peak jungle. This is basically most of jungle's goals look something like this in Prem and Chow, especially with our lovely boy, Red Wizard, I think is the one who goes for all the bumps. But, yeah, that's just jungle being jungle, but they will take game 1 in a very quick OT, which, yeah, I mean, it was an even game. They had a peak game, yeah. I mean, it was back and forth, just a matter of the final shot. So looking to see more out of game 2.
I mean, I don't want to. Both teams, I think, played really well. They both played a full 5 minutes. You know, sometimes we'll see a team start off really hot and then they just slowly kind of die out as the game goes on. But both teams, I mean, they were put to the floor to start game 1, and we're gonna have to see how the rest of the series goes.
I do know through like Bob, I know he was talking about it before the game. Jungle does need like top 4 overall in this major to make LAN. So they are really looking to make some early statements and you know, take out some of the better teams to improve their chances.
So the expectations are set for the jungle.
Correct. I have no idea what Superiors have to do, if they have to do anything.
I would assume they just don't have to, like,
they just have to not go out. Yeah. Yeah, because like they're the 5 seed.
Omac
versus the 8.
Okay. He made that way too close.
Dude.
For comfort.
Wow.
Post crossbar. Okay.
He just wanted the extra aura off the pinch.
For sure. No, it's like I haven't played this game in so long. I've been seeing like little titles of like negative 100 aura.
Oh yeah, it's part of the new event.
Oh my god.
There's like, I don't even know what it's like, what those are based on, because there's a South Park thing going on too, but I don't think those have anything to do with it. But it's like, I think the negative 1,000 aura is for hitting crossbars. But anyway.
I would have that title.
I do have it.
I would have that title if I didn't have like 2 hours in the past 30 weeks.
Fair. But anyway, jumping back into this, we had a almost crazy play by Mac, but was cleared back out. Fusion gonna get it over to Angel, who is there for the touch. Off the corner now is Wubik. Fusion gets the interception, early. Into the corner now. Oh, this is on target, but is able to be cleared out here by the Superiors. Angel popping it over to Fusion on the sidewall. Mac and Fusion, ridiculous pinch. This could go high, and it will. Angel is there for the clear. The last man is bumped here on Duluth. Mac over to Fours, clearing it back out, and this is becoming a ping-pong game real quick.
Yeah, both teams just trying to get the other to break. Both teams defensively looked solid. Omac's got some time. Angel had the free jump, can't get the follow-up bounce. Slowly but surely, Duluth making their way forward. Shots are 2-2 right now, so there has been some offense, but right now it's just been stifled either side.
Yeah, Chicago is looking for the equalizer here. Fusion over to Bob. They did go down early one because of an open net. So they are looking to score one sooner rather than later. Fusion is able to get that read off the sidewall. Goes up for another one. Fours up and up early to clear it out. But Rubik does not get the touch that he wanted. Fours hitting it off the backboard. Leech up. Trying to find Angel midfield. Fours is killed. This is just Bob back. Great touch over to Angel. Fours up early. Just killing it midfield. Mac up. Looking for a shot opportunity down to Bob. He will carry it past one, but Wubik is there for the stop. Little double commit leaves the net open, but Fusion is able to get back, and Jungle's looking a little sloppier here in game two.
Yeah, I get trying to force the issue, but no, I think it was Bob up there. He had boost and he had space to work with. I don't know why you gotta rip it away from him there.
Now over to Angel. Is this on target? It is not. Will anyone get that follow-up? And Jungle really needed to score that one. That was kind of a freebie given by the superior defense, but they are able to get bailed out by chance. Fusion down to Bob. The little bump play by the team as Mac getting touched by Bob in the air now. Bleach and fours into the sidewall. Angel, Wubik, there's 50s all over. Into the midfield, though. Bob is there for the touch off the dime. 50 from Angel. 1-1.
Angel, good first touch. Good second touch forward. Just no boost on the backboard. Then Bob just has to push that one forward. We're tied up late here in game number 2. Duluth need this one to tie the series up. Had control, I'd say, for the most part early on in this game. It slowly just drifted away from him. Omax centering feed to fours. Wubik going for the double, just couldn't pull it down.
Yeah, that was one hell of a shot opportunity from Wubik. I was thinking it was in, but angled just too tight for what was needed for the goal. But the superior offense really ramping up here, trying to keep Jungle on their toes, as the next goal could very well decide the series, and that's this game, I should say. But that is a nice little open net chip by Wubik. 2-1.
Angel went headhunting upfield. Fusion went to go get boost in the corner, and it was just a perfectly timed challenge for Wubik.
Uh-oh. Angel one on fours, but opts to go for the backflip shot and clips the ground. But Bob, Wubik up. Fusion almost can't read that, but does get the clear out. Angel over to Bob, clearing it upfield. Wubik doesn't get the touch. Now just Bob in the corner. Fusion there. Fours over to Mac. Angel is there for the touch, though. Wubik off the corner, off the sidewall, and that will expire. Duluth taking game 2.
It got a little scary there for Duluth partway through that game. They were able to rally back on the help of 8 shots on net. And realistically, for me, Coop, anytime a team can put 7 or more shots on net, you're doing something right on offense. As for the Jungle, I know they got 4. It's just that the offense just wasn't there consistently.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the lower divisions too. I know this is Prem, but in the lower divisions, it's basically just a matter of peppering the net until one drops. Here you kind of have to be a little bit more deliberate about it, but this is getting pretty scrappy. You get, I think the first game there actually weren't that many shots, but when you're getting 6, 7 shots, you can find goals pretty consistently. So we'll see if that offense continues into the rest of the series. But looks like we got some car changes coming out by teams as well. We'll see if
can you not name your presets?
Can. I think they maybe changed ones to the ones they didn't have presets for. I don't know. I use 2 cars, so I just switch between preset 3 and 4.
Just name your presets, kids.
Yeah. um, but this is
Oh,
match point now. Yes.
well,
So these are best of 3
the
games.
graphic on stream says best of 5.
Blame Shig.
So it does say best of 3. Okay, things got a lot more interesting, a lot quicker. Okay, I was completely unaware that we're going to the decider, and Omac's gonna go top shelf 15 seconds in.
Yeah, that's just a dime. It doesn't get much better placement than that. You got Fusion and Angel there for the save, but it doesn't matter if he can pop it over both of them. But yes, as we did say, all of these round robin games are best of 3s, just to help speed it up a little bit. But yeah, Rising Star and Chow were Swiss stage major 2s. Alpha put a great solo play by Fusion Bleach, but. Yeah, Rising Star and Chow were Swiss brackets. This is just a group stage into a single Elim bracket.
Okay,
so
I guess.
Slightly different. But
I guess 4 best of 5s.
well, yeah, there's only 10 teams, so it makes the scheduling and everything kind of weird. But
And it's on a Saturday too. It doesn't take up too much time. That's fair.
Yeah,
okay.
Correct.
Oh, I can vibe with that. 30 seconds in, we're tied 1 apiece, and both teams have just been a million miles an hour. As it looks like a win is worth 5 points. And I would at least, and honestly, if you think about it, if you can win 1 best of 3, that'll lock you into top 8, I would assume, if you're taking the top 4 out of each group.
Yeah, some of it depends on how the other teams in your group do. It's weird because the groups that we have, because they were decided by the 1 and 2 seeds, they really kind of screwed a couple of the teams that were trying to make a run back into the top 8 here. Is Mac with a clanger into the net here, making it 2-1 Duluth. But yeah, you're really just gonna have to wait. Obviously, the more you win, the better odds you have of getting top 8, but you're really going to have to wait and see how everybody else does before you can lock anything in for sure.
Still plenty of time for the jungle to get back into this one. You know, I'd like to see them kind of get in the faces of Duluth a little bit more. The 2 goals Omac's had, he's had a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, I will say Jungle did a much nicer job in the first game of shutting down the solo plays. Not necessarily solo plays, but just kind of like star plays.
Hero ball.
Just kind of do whatever. Yeah, literally. And they've kind of slacked off on that a little bit, so we'll see if they can rope it back in. But Wubik opted to fake that one. Does go down to Omac, but Angel is there for the clear. 4 is an Angel off the sidewall. No one making solid contact. Mac and Fusion in the midfield. Over to Angel. It's a pass 1, pass 2. It is just Wubik in the backfield now. Bob puts it just high. Angel is there for the shot. Putting it middle right. 2-2 with just under half of the game left.
2 players without boost for Angel. I mean, simple shot, really. Just Duluth kind of ran out of resources to work with. Oh, that's a dirty fake. Ew.
I gotta go take a shower. I'll be back later.
You gotta go take a shower.
That was
Make
dirty.
Angel go take one.
That was dirty. Oh man.
And those are the little plays you need when everyone's playing a million miles an hour, is just to pump the brakes. Watch them fly by. Now the jungle have the advantage.
We tried to do it again.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
Yeah.
They're not going to fall for that again. All 3 players up at once for Duluth. Communicate a little bit better there.
Yeah, unfortunately they couldn't get that open net opportunity, but Angel trying to get a clear up here for Jungle. They just need to last the next 2 minutes. Minute 45-ish. Bob clearing it upfield is killed by Wubik. Just Angel in the forefront. Gets it under one. Fusion is there for the shot, but Fours with a fantastic save, clearing it out. Ooh, another fantastic save from Superiors. And what is going on with this Chicago aggressive offense?
All of a sudden, Chicago has put up 11 shots. And it's like this offense is not, like, the offense has not been this prolific in the first 2 games. So it's a little bit of a surprise to see Wubik. No boost, forced to follow. Draws 2, centering feed. Oh, Max, there goes low, but Fusion had it red. It was a great look for Duluth, but the defense was better on the side of Chicago.
These teams are just kind of reading each other's shots like a book right now. It
That would
seems
have been
like
a gross pass.
I know. It seems like everything...
I was like, someone be there off screen.
Everything seems to be almost dropping for both of these teams, but this one is high midfield, almost a 50 into the net of Superiors, but Omak trying to get up, gets bumped for his efforts. Force, pass over to Wubik, bangs it off the wall. Omak, just him, puts it right side off the 50. Fusion, great clear downfield, buying Jungle some much needed time here as they try to milk this clock down. Omak doesn't get the touch that he wants, gives Fusion the opportunity to get that 50. Gets it past 3 seconds left when this ball touches. We have game. Jungle taking the series 2-1.
And in the end, it was just the amped up offense for the Jungle that they kind of just kept up their sleeves until they had to pull it out at the last moment. And they take this early game. Duluth not out of it yet. You know, I think they've looked solid. Trying to see who their next matchup would be. I think it's
Duluth
Burnsville,
plays against Burnsville.
Okay.
Yes. That would be at 4 o'clock Central Time.
But
yes.
overall, I think both. I think the game was just so close at the end of it. Again, each game was a 1-goal game, so it really could have gone either way. But we'll see how the rest of the group stage plays out.
Yeah, so with that first round of games in Group A, we have Brainerd taking down Green Bay 2-0, and Jungle, as we just saw, beating Duluth 2-1. In Group B, both of these off stream, we have KC beating Minneapolis 2-1, and Omaha Buffalo beating out Fargo 2-0. So, the next game that will be on stream
Could be
is Lumberjacks versus Miracles. That is a Group B.
okay.
So, that will be after a quick intermission. Anything you want to say before we take it to a quick break?
I think we're all set here, champ.
All right, we will see you guys in a moment.
So far gone, I'm caught up, infatuated by our symmetry. It feels like before now, I was only half of
Welcome back. We have the second series on stream for today. We've got the Bemidji Lumberjacks going up against the Minneapolis Miracles. We had a little bit of a explanation of the previous matches a little bit ago, but the Lumberjacks actually did lose their first series of today. Actually, have they even... No, they haven't played yet. The sheet says they have, though. But we have...
I was going to say,
The sheet says they haven't played yet, but then it does. I'm not exactly sure, but Minneapolis coming off of a loss against KC. Yeah, it should be a pretty interesting game between the 4 seed and the 2 seed.
I mean, both teams you'd think would be a lock to make the bracket play or the bracket stage, but it's with you have the 7th seed of Omaha right now. They're 2-0. They've looking quite strong. The Outlaws, the 10th seed, they've won their opening round. So for one of these teams, there's a solid chance one of them may not make it to the next stage.
Yeah, this is one of those deciders. Luckily, in both of these teams' favors, the team in last for Group B, being Fargo, did lose both of their last, or I guess both matches in the set. But yeah, Bemidji's third game actually did get rescheduled for 2:30, so they did play already. They lost to Omaha Buffalo 2-1. That's where that confusion came from. Yeah, we won't hold up too much longer. What are your predictions here?
I see the word Mogi on one team in Minneapolis, so I'm going to go with Minneapolis because from what I remember, Mogi is an animal.
Mogi is a god. I am a Mogi glazer. People give me crap about it constantly. I don't care. Mogi's good. I'm going to say I can't agree with you because that's not how I operate. So I'm going to go. I do think Miracles are going to take it, but I'm going to have to officially say, I'm going to say Lumberjacks in 3. I think it goes 3 either way. I think these two teams are just too good for it not to be a close series.
That's just fun to say.
It's a name.
Swish gonna go up for it. Eli couldn't get their shot. Shot was on, gonna get sent away. Early pressure from the Miracles. Unable to capitalize. Mogi gonna get his possession ripped away. 2 in the corner for Minneapolis. Got to be careful here as Swish tried to get something going.
I will say, if you are Bemidji here, you are looking down to shut down anything Mogi can throw at you, which is easier said than done. But, in my experience of watching Prem matches just this season, I know we mentioned earlier that solo plays usually don't really fly in Prem, but Mogi might be that exception just because of how quick and consistently he is able to hit the ball and, do what he wants with it. But minute and a half almost into this game, still no goals as Eli gonna change that here, putting it midfield. Boo is there for the intercept. Mogi doesn't get the greatest touch.
Boo's wide open.
He might have missed it entirely, and Boo is able to get the goal here. 1-0 here, Lumberjacks.
Boo all alone like the chess captain on prom night. Just no one there to cover him.
What an eloquent way to put it, Ernie. Swish getting 50 into the midfield. Trickster into the midfield as well. Kind of a double whiff situation. It is on target. The shot coming out from Lumberjacks, but cleared out. Swish and Mogi off the right side in Mogi's favor. Trickster now popping it off the sidewall. A little awkwardness with Swish, but he does get it past him. Gone banging it into the midfield. Swish grabbing the clear downfield. Trickster popping it back over to Boo, who gets demoed, but I think got bumped into the ball. Mogi shot on target. Swish is there for the clear. Eli, I believe, pre-jumped him. Looking for a pass mid. Is anyone there? Mogi is off the bump from Eli, and it is a tie game here. Miracles responding.
You know, that's the perfect setup. You have the pass, you have the bump, all you need is the shot, and Mogi's was not going to miss that one.
Oh, we got some.
Oh,
we got some...
boy. Oh, we got...
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I didn't know Sean was like that. I respect it. But Mogi trying to get a solo play going on after the lovely trash talk, a little bit of some,
you know, maybe playing the mental game.
Some friendly banter, yeah. See how it plays out. Eli popping it high, looking for a double. Puts it midfield. Sean is there, but I think this is the first time in a while I've seen some banter mid-game in the text chat.
It seems friendly.
No,
and you got to think about that mental aspect. Get in their heads a little bit. Just get them a little bit tilted. Alter their decision making a little bit, and sometimes that's just the little bit of an advantage you need. Sean's shot gonna get sent away. We're tied at 1-1 here midway through this game. Shots are 7-4 in favor of Minneapolis. But other than that, it's just been a dead heat.
Oh, what a banger. I saw that coming from a mile off. Sean just patiently waiting on the ceiling from Eli's pass. And, yeah, I mean, that's just
made
a
it
good
look
play.
easy.
He did make it look easy.
A routine play.
2-1 now. Little over a minute and a half left in this game here. Boo popping off ceiling, but Sean is there for the catch. It's a pass one. Eli Trickster off the sidewall. Eli again trying to pop it midfield. Sean is up early. Is this on target? It is, but cleared out by Trickster. Trickster need to get another save once again. Pure net stacker. Eli into the midfield. Swish is there. Kind of a double commit coming out from Bemidji. They are able to rotate back fast enough. Swish looking for a touch off the backboard. Trickster is there, but so is Mogi grabbing that clear. Now Sean moving it downfield here for the lovely, lovely Minneapolis Miracles. Boo, though, trying to destroy their chances of the defense. Trickster with a great shot off of the Boo passing play.
On a silver platter from Boo. I mean, you couldn't have placed that any better. Credit to Trickster to staying with the play and having trust in his teammate that he was going to get it there. 30 seconds to go, Coop. We're tied once more.
Yeah, this is back and forth. I expected it. You know, the 2 and the 4 seed, they're going to be duking it out here. And they both want these points as they try to secure that seed 1 going into land. I believe seed 1, I don't know how it works for Prem, but I know for Rising Star and Chow, they get to choose their land groups. Pretty sure it's the same format for every division. But yeah, these teams have a very, very good shot, depending on how they play here, to be the 1 seed or 2 seed, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, OT here. See who can come out on top. Swish popping it over 1. Boo is there for the redirect, but does not get a touch on it. 2 dead here. Boo a little awkward, popping it off of the sidewall. Trying to get a bump on Eli, but he does get it past 2 of them. Mogi there for the shot. Swish tries to get it clear, ended up passing it mid. Eli banging over to Mogi on the corner. Trickster clearing it upfield here for the Bemidji Lumberjacks. Mogi up. Boo there for the clear. Trickster bailing on the Swish clear. Eli plenty of time. Opts to hit it upfield. Trickster, Mogi on the sidewall in Mogi's favor. Ooh, these teams are just playing catch the ball and air dribble. It is the name of this game.
Yeah, they're trying to keep it close to the chest. Just try to maintain possession when they can keep it. It's like boomer ball, but if each team were to carry the ball to their opponent.
Oh, it's like a rugby match.
Yes. That's actually really good. Sean point blank gets ripped away from Boo. Because both teams don't want to give up the first game of the series. Want to make your day as easy as possible. Right now, it's just both teams just trying to establish midfield control just to start the offense. Eli looking to wheel this one around. Gets the pinch off the ceiling, but doesn't get the speed on it he wants. Sean around the corner, that's gonna work. Eli out of nowhere. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's a tight angle. Respect to Eli. What a did he
Wow.
had to have he pre-jumped that. There's no way he didn't.
Okay.
That's a wild play. Making a nice little what a dominant goal for OT, yeah. But yeah, Miracles will be taking this first game here. 3-2. Putting Bemidji on match point.
That is right. It's still a best of 3. That
Correct.
it is
We do
still a
not
best
play
of
3 games. It is a best of 3. So 2 minimum. But yeah, after this, Bemidji, actually their match against Fargo got rescheduled for tomorrow. So they will play Omaha. Or that one already got played as well. They play KC at 5 is their next game after this. They have quite a long wait, which is an interesting strategy. But after this, Minneapolis will play Omaha at 4. So
And really what you want, like you want to be able to control your own destiny, so get as many points as you can. Just to see how things really shake out. But as we go into game 2 here, Sean flailing, he's not going to get the follow he wants, can't get a bump onto Boo. Eli's happy to hold the midfield line. No one's going to turn, though, for the Miracles. So Bemidji will move forward with some pressure. Swish, unable to center. As we kind of continue this back and forth, and a goal line stand from Boo will keep us scoreless.
that's a crazy clear across net. I think Minneapolis might be kind of kicking themselves a little bit for not reading that clear, but almost an interesting goal to say the least. Less than a minute into this one, but yeah, Bemidji I think needs to up their offensive pressure a little bit. They've been over the last couple minutes playing a lot in their own half, and they can get things going if they get it off, or excuse me, onside. But as Trickster so eloquently exhibits, putting his team up 1-0 off of the uncomfortable defense by Minneapolis.
It's
But,
just
yeah.
an uncomfortable bout, so it goes straight up off the ceiling and really just kind of drops in no man's land right in the crease. And for the Miracles, no one was wanting to go after it, so Trickster's like, I'm going to take a shot at it. Gives his team the lead.
I mean, I think Bemidji here will take what they can get as they try to claw their way back into this series now. Eli popping it off the corner. Just Sean back here, a 3-on-1 here for the Lumberjacks. Boo off the backboard. Mogi clearing it out. Trickster up early, puts it on target. Mogi is there for the catch. Swish now. With Sean off the sidewall. Boo doesn't get the touch he wants, but it's an open net for Trickster. And I don't know, the Miracles defense is looking a little scrappy.
Yeah, Sean just didn't have any boost to work with, and Trickster just had enough mustard on that shot to make it 2-0. And the Lumberjacks, this is the turnaround you want to see early on here in game 2. No way. Okay.
Okay. I was waiting for it.
We all had to just stop for a second to see how that was going to transpire. Because for a moment, it looked like it was on target. That being said, the Lumberjacks attack just continues. And for the Miracles, they're just kind of struggle to get things going. Another open shot. Another desperation save by the Miracles. Swish. That's just rude. Just snaked that one away from his teammate.
Yeah, it was in regardless. Respect to Swish for securing the goal. But yeah, 3-0. Bemidji's kind of putting on an offensive masterclass here against the 2-seeded Prem team, Minneapolis. But they do have to, if they can get the dub this game, they will need to get one more to clinch to close the series out. But I am seeing reports that KC did beat Omaha 2-0, so these two teams right now are playing for that second spot in the group stage. They'll be tied with Omaha. So this is an important game, as Sean seems to agree with me as well. Popping it now 3-1.
Now things get a little bit more interesting here. 2 goals in 2 minutes is very doable. You're giving yourself a chance here. So for Sean, we'll see what he can do with it. Gets past Trickster. Ooh, early challenge from Eli. Shot was going to be just wide. Swish pushes it away. Now we see the Miracle start to ramp things up. Mogi gets the bump. Shots there. Sean can't bulldoze it through.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see it. I mean, the Lumberjacks defense is really just up in the ante right now. Even the ones that they are giving up, they're close enough where it's not the easiest thing in the world. So Minneapolis trying to find 2 more goals in just over a minute, but they might need to get 3. But nope, they are not able to get the shot on target. Bemidji still increasing their pressure, maintaining late into this game. Sean is able to get it past 2. Trickster is there for the clear out. Will maintain possession here. Ooh, fakes Eli, but Eli is able to get a touch off of it. This is high midfield. Mogi there for the read. Boo, looking for 2. Does get it midfield. Trickster is there for the shot. Sean opting to collect here. He's got 30 seconds to make a play for his team as Miracles potential opportunity. Trickster is there for the save though, and these goal line saves more and more are slowly deciding this series here for Bemidji.
Slowly but surely, you got to get one here if you're Minneapolis.
I think we're witnessing a musty off. Did you see that?
I did not. But that'll be a dagger for game 2. Boo's just kind of cherry picking at midfield, waiting for the ball to come his way.
Well, I think he realized that Swish stole his last goal, so we needed to get one as a consolation
okay,
prize.
yep, that's fair.
Or I mean, he perfectly passed it to Swish. It's almost like Swish
just knew.
Never had to touch it at all, is what it was like. But, as if. But yeah, 4-1. Bemidji bringing it back. Will we see another one? We will not. That is 1-1. This next game will decide this series.
Both teams will get some sort of points, I believe, going to game 3.
Yes.
But one will still get more than the other. We'll see. Just kind of how things shake out, it helps you in the long run. Because it keeps it.
Like, you want to win in 2, but lose in 3. It's like, it's a whole different dynamic. So it's like, do you play for 3 games? Do you just kind of go all out in hopes you can clear it in 2? There's a choice you have to make, and that is on purpose. These extra points that are being allocated are on purpose to help prevent tiebreakers. Prem tiebreakers wasn't really something people were going to be interested in having to do in Major 2, so there shouldn't be any with this setup once all games have been played. Yeah, like I said before, there is a lot on the table here. The winner of this will be tied with Omaha at that second spot in Group B. So this is a very important match, but Miracle is making 2 goal line saves off the rip. 20 seconds into this game here. Ooh, with another. This in-game announcer can't catch a break with these "what a save" shouts.
It's just we already have 3 saves. We have 4 saves.
I know.
In 30 seconds.
Oh, it's a lobby full of net stackers. Trickster though putting it through 2 of them at the most wondrous time. And yeah, making it 1-0 here. A lot of unanswered goals from Bemidji.
I mean, again, I talk about having time, having space. Trickster had all he could ask for. And just labels it top shelf. Now, for the Miracles, you're on the back foot once more. Not where you want to be, and you're pinned against your own goal line. Need to see some offense just kind of, or just be able to get out of your own third and get something going. You see Mogi was able to put a shot on, didn't have any boost to work with. Eli couldn't make contact. And now the control for the Lumberjacks starts to show up.
Yeah, I know Minneapolis. They're looking to, like, it just looks like they're stressed out. There's a lot of extra commits. There's a lot of whiffs. You know, they're a little bit rattled. You know, shaken, not stirred, some might say. But this is on target, cleared out by Eli. Bemidji just increasing the offensive pressure. Already have 7 shots here, not even halfway into the game. And clear out by Haha Boo. Maintaining that offensive pressure. Eli is able to get a bump on 1 to help clear out some of that. But Eli popping it off backboard. Trickster is there for the control. Sean gonna do a very similar thing. Challenged by Trickster. This could drop midfield. Pass over to Mogi, intercepted by Haha Boo. Bemidji back in the offensive court here. Mogi and Sean looking to make a play. This does drop mid for Mogi. Puts it slightly wide. Eli off backboard. Haha Boo putting it midfield. 1 does go up, but Mogi is there for the save. Mogi putting a shot on target. It is off the crossbar. Can Eli put it in? And he can. We got a palindrome score and clock. Let's go.
Love to see it. What control from Eli to just contort his car to get to the right position. He had to twist his car and then put it bottom corner.
Yeah, homie had to straight up become a sideshow just to get that out of his, or like that shot off and out of his net. There's just like both teams just had to make some crazy movements to try to get that on and to get the clear. But yeah, 2 minutes left. This is anyone's game.
Mogi's got some boost, can't drive it through Haha. Sean looking to hold the zone. Little awkward swishes there, shots on. But Mogi shuffles it away. Still in the orange third. We will loft 1, just kind of give possession up. Miracles look to go the other way. Mogi trying to slow this one down. But he's hit a wall at the goalpost.
We are getting still that lovely, lovely Bemidji offense, just maintaining offensive pressure here in the Miracle side. But with 1 minute left in regulation for this game, whatever team scores next could very well be the winner of this series. Swish trying to make that himself, but is not able to get the shot off. Trickster tries to get it past. This is almost an open net for Minneapolis. Trickster now banging it back upfield. Boo is there for the read. Shot does go back down to Trickster, though, or the pass, I should say. Mogi puts it wide left. Boo controlling on the left sideline. Mogi's there, but opts to fake it. 50 with Swish off the sideline as well. Bemidji doing what they do best, pressuring that offense. Trickster does get it past one. Mogi, though, has 100 boost and a dream and max aura. Gets it past one, almost past two. The goal line save from Boo, and Boo's goal line saves are keeping them in this series.
Yes, there's been 3 or 4 of them in this series alone. Swish unable to finish it off in the waning seconds. One final push here. Trickster can't make contact, and we'll have overtime. Coop, I feel like at this point, both of these teams just need a bump to go their way.
Yeah, I think as soon, like, if they can get a bump on third, the game's over. Either team. Like, that is literally all they need. I could not agree more, but
it's just kind of how this game has gone. Solo plays haven't worked. Passing plays haven't worked.
It's
you gotta.
Yeah, I mean, it's just this is a 2 and 4 seed. Like, this is just how it's gonna go. They gotta get some crazy things to work for it to go in their favor. Another goal line save. I will point out that Brainerd did beat Chicago in that not upper group, but Group A, and Inferno topped off the Knights. So Brainerd and Inferno are tied for first. Or excuse me, Brainerd has a 1-game advantage on Inferno for that first spot in Group A. But back to this one. Sean putting it on target. Swish there to roll it up the corner. Doesn't do a great job of getting on the backboard. But these teams are looking a little uncomfortable now as this game progresses and fatigue sets in.
Yeah, it's you kind of reach your flow state for a little bit, but you can only be in there for so long. Eli by himself. Mogi's shot gonna trail just wide. As right now, like you said, it's just a war of attrition. There's a bump redirect from Boo. Doesn't have a follow-up. Sean a pinch downfield. Again, just gonna give up possession. Soft touch to the interior. Mogi will throw one on. Again, Coop, I think it just comes down to you need a bump to just a bump or a demo that's timely
There it is.
enough.
There it is. Like they heard you. But yeah, I mean, what a play. The bump coming out from a Boo. Flanking the third man out of the way. I believe that was Eli. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, Lumberjacks taking this 2-1 against Minneapolis, and that will actually because they did lose their first game, so they're actually sitting third in Group B. I forgot that they had already played one game. Let's see, Group B standings now are KC, Omaha. Let me see, we got
KC, Omaha,
Bemidji, Miracles, and Fargo. Yes. So yeah, up next though, I believe we have I believe it's another Group A team. We got Green Bay versus Chicago Jungle. That is Green Bay is kind of slumping here in Major 2. You're 1 seed, 0-2 right now, compared to Jungle's 1-2. So that is the 1 versus 8 seed matchup. So we will see what happens with that. But yeah, quick intermission, and then we'll be right back to that. round 3, round for what? Oh, W Shig moment. Can you kick him out of that? I thought I told him, but I guess anyway. We're back round 3. Shig forgot to turn off Ernie's cam. Round 3, round robin in Group A. We got Jungle versus Knights. This is the 1 versus 8 seed. Green Bay kind of slumping here in Major 2, honestly, at this 0-2 benchmark, losing to Victory and Inferno. But yeah, Jungle sitting at 1 and 2. We'll see how it goes. I know we're a little behind schedule, so we're just gonna kind of jump into it. But I know I was talking with Jungle pregame as I'm on the Rising Star team. If Stu ever joins the game, we can get it going. There he is. And they want this one pretty bad. Obviously, people are looking to take down Green Bay. Green Bay kind of getting, stuff tossed in their face as the 1 seed. They did pick, or I guess Stewie in particular, did pick this group. So he might be regretting it a little bit, but Trash looking to start some early offense here for Green Bay. Cleared back out by Angel. Bob now moving up the sidewall into the corner. Angel doing the exact same down to Bob, though, and Angel tries to pop it high and almost sets up an own goal. But, oh my God, Fusion, though, coming in hot. Putting the lovely, lovely Chicago Jungle up 1-0 here. I mean, what a chow. Or what a prem, I should say, even. But, yeah, we've seen a couple early goals here on stream so far. There were a couple early goals in that last matchup between Minneapolis and Bemidji, but that one ended up going all the way to 3. But we'll have to see how this one goes, as Stewie almost gets one on target from Trash. Fusion clearing it back out. Pretty scrappy game 1 here. Fusion over to Angel. Fantastic pinch. Angel not able to get the shot off, though. Bob looking a little uncomfortable here in the Green Bay corner as they try to maintain offense. Stewie popping it down. No one is really there for the follow-up. Angel gets 1, looking for 2. Cleared back out. Fusion and Bob a little uncomfortable in the corner. Crimsix is there for the touch off the backboard. Fusion off the corner. Crimsix popping at midfield. Trash reading the touch off of the dome from Fusion. Angel and Stewie in the midfield. Fusion and Bob double commit. Potential opportunity to control here for Crimsix. Taking it into the corner, off ceiling and down. Trash is there, but it's off the corner. I know Green Bay wants that one badly back, but fortunately that is not how this works. Crimsix and Stewie, though, keeping some offense going. Bob looking for a redirect, but it's in an open net anyway. Fusion gets credit for the goal, but I think Green Bay's defense, they just got, I don't know if they were expecting a touch from Bob or Trash just jumped wrong, whatever, but 2-0 Jungle is not what you want to see here if you are the 1 seed in Prem. I do know for Jungle to advance to LAN, they need, I believe, even if they get top 4, I think there's still a condition that needs to be met. So they do have quite a ways to go. Obviously, as I've already beaten like a dead horse, not like a dead horse, as I've beaten a dead horse, Green Bay is the 1 seed, so they basically just need to, I think, win a couple and they're good. But this is group stage, so just the final one is eliminated, as there are 10 teams. But we got Green Bay mounting another offensive attack, but it is stopped by the Chicago defense. Now, Angel over to Bob in the midfield. No one is going to be there for the follow-up, but Fusion keeps finding these open net opportunities. bringing Chicago up 3-0. Having a, I mean, what a legendary game here from Fusion. He's 100% shooting, just finding all of the right angles here on this, what I thought was a scary Green Bay team, but we'll see if they can bring it back together. Crimsix off the demo from Stu, has a little bit of time, but sent back by Bob. Stewie up into the midfield. Fusion there for the clear. This ball is just kind of floating in no man's land. Bob taking control with a pre-flip, is mid for Fusion again. He'll dazzle ya, puts it to Bob, and Bob slams it middle left. And yeah, this Chicago team does not seem to want to slow down at all. We'll see if they can keep scoring. Maybe they get, 6-7 goals. Yeah, it is. I'll say it's anyone's game, but if you're Green Bay, you need to start scoring, yesterday. So, a minute and a half though. Still plenty of time for some crazy kickoff antics or whatever you want to call it. But Angel, not wanting that at all, kills a man. Gets another one, kills Trash again. Crimsix popping off the sidewall. Angel, is this on target? And another open net goal from Chicago. I think Trash was there, but got caught pole dancing. I'm not exactly sure how. Yeah, I think he just rotated wrong, but 5-0 is a statement game so far from Chicago. This 8-1 potential upset. But again, as I have mentioned before, these are best of threes. So losing game one is really not the move, as you are immediately on match point. But Fusion pops it. Is this on target as well? It is wide right. Almost another open net goal for Chicago, but less than a minute left in this one. Clock is ticking down. What a save from Chicago as they clear it back into the Green Bay zone. Stewie now popping it, trying to do it himself. Bob and company up to receive it though. Trash gets it past one. It is just Angel back. Bob able to get back though. Stewie up early, potential shot on target, and it's just high, and Crimsix isn't there for the follow. Green Bay need to lock down their shooting if they want a chance of taking down this Chicago team. They have so many shots, but they can't get one to fall. Trash trying to get a play. Everyone's just all manner of depravity here. Bob will give them the own goal consolation prize, but yeah, I mean, what a dominating performance from Chicago, as they really just, the 1 seed be damned. We're just gonna play our game and take you down. But yeah, I am seeing that Inferno have taken down the Duluth Superiors, so they are solidly in first, as Brainerd has a, because it's a group stage with 10 teams and it's a round robin, there's 5 per group, so 1 team gets a bye each round. Brainerd is on their bye, so Inferno are solidly in first for Group A standings. And because of that loss, Green Bay and Duluth are actually tied for 5th in Group A. So if Green Bay wants a shot of not getting eliminated here, potentially, they need this game. But to do that, they're going to have to win 2 in a row, as they are now on match point. But yeah, we'll see if Jungle can keep up their scoring abilities. They seem to just be picking apart the Green Bay defense here. Most of their goals no one's even contesting them. It's just the most free, it's a gift. But Angel and Bob moving it into the Green Bay half. Another open opportunity, but no one is opting to go for it on the Chicago end. Angel carrying it out of the defense. Crimsix is here for the double tap, but no one is able to make any contact. Angel slamming it to his corner. Off the crossbar is Trash's shot. And as I mentioned before, if you're Green Bay, you got to start nailing some of these. It's a tough angle, but when you're given the opportunity, you got to get it if you want to bring it back into this game. Angel looking a little awkward. 50 by Stu. Fusion trying to get it past, but accidentally puts it almost into his own net. But Stewie will be there, securing the goal here. 1-0 for Green Bay. And this is their first real goal of the series. Bob kind of handed them one at the end of the last game. But, yeah, until this was literally 5 unanswered goals for Chicago. Another one on target. Stewie seems to be waking up and locking down. Even in his ripe old age, he's still clanging it left. So see if he can bring it back here for his Green Bay team. As I mentioned, they do pretty much need to win these games to have a shot. You would hate to see the one seed that picked their own group to fall out immediately, but sometimes that's how it goes. Angel with Bob, and vicious 50 with Trash, and this is straight into the Chicago net. It seems to be a mirrored image of game 1 here, as, I mean, no one can really catch a break on the defensive end with these clears of recent. But yeah, I mean, still anyone's game. Plenty of time. Got plenty of opportunities here on both ends to score some more goals, make some plays happen. Angel, it's a reset touch off the corner. Not sure if that was the best thing in the world. Fusion collecting for one, looking for another. Gets it past one. Trash is there for the stop, though. Stewie and Crimsix both a little awkward on the back wall. Over to Trash, clearing it downfield. Fusion, touch off the backboard. Not the greatest, though. Angel with a flip-flop maneuver. I don't know what that was. Kind of a pre-jump, like, desperation block, but is able to get it. 50 in the corner over to Crimsix, who opts to leave it for Trash. See if Trash can do anything with it. Hits it mid. Fusion is there, but gets bumped by Bob, and the Chicago offense seems to be slowing down quite a bit this game, as they just, it looks like awkward comms and all manner of depravity in the backfield. Fusion tries to get it past 2. Angel is there for the touch. Bob is there for the shot, but it will be sent out. We have a little over 2.5 minutes left in the game, but Crimsix assuring that Green Bay takes this game too here. Bring it right past Fusion. Right side of the net. No way they're getting to that one. But 4-0 is quite a return from that first game if you're Green Bay here. So see if they can keep this alive. Crimsix popping it into the corner. Now Bob is bumped. Fusion stuck last man. Crimsix bumping Bob again. Cannot catch a break. Trash the fake. Tries to get it over to Crimsix, but won't work. But Stewie is just going to do it all himself, as he has been doing this whole game. And Jungle only has a single shot here in game 2 compared to Green Bay's 8. 5 for 8 shooting is definitely a positive side to Green Bay right now. 63% is nothing to gawk at, or is something to gawk at, I should say. Trash, though, 50. I mean, straight into the net as well. That is yet another goal for Green Bay. They are putting on a sideshow right now. This is, I mean, we still have 2 minutes left in the game, ladies and gentlemen. It could easily run this, at this rate, up to 10, but we'll see if it continues. Fusion looking for the shot is wide right. Crimsix up in it, looking for 2, is not able to get it after Fusion's clear. Fusion now moving it midfield. Off the sidewall. Crimsix and Angel both missing. Little pinch into the midfield. Chicago needs to find something soon to either stop the bleeding or get a goal. They got to do something about this locked Green Bay team. Bob, though, Trying to get one upfield, is not able to get the touch. Angel with the 50. This is on target. Sent back out by Angel, able to catch up to it, but looking a little chalked here for the Chicago defense. Angel over to Bob, over to Fusion, getting a little cute with the passing plays. Stu. Over to Trash, over to Crimzix. Why not get a 3-man passing play as well? Crimzix, 50 with Bob off the sidewall. Angel is up to read it early, doesn't get a touch. Is this on target? It is high. Trash is pre-jumping, because why not? Over to Stu, this is just high. Angel there for the clear. 30 seconds left. It is looking like Green Bay will take this, barring some kind of make-a-wish miracle. But Bob sending it back out, keeping it 6-0 here, not letting them concede anymore. Angel off the sidewall, trying to find another one. Gets the reset, goes underneath, and will get a goal for Chicago. Little too late in this game, but we will see if they bring out the Brazil. We might be going to Rio, folks. Off the kickoff, you could get some crazy plays here for Green Bay. We'll see if they make it 7-1. If they do, I don't know what I'll do. I might, well, chat, I just don't know. I might lose my cool. But Trash popping it almost on target, sent back out. Bob is killed for his efforts, though. Fusion down to Angel. Angel looking for a solo play. Will this be another goal for this game? It will not. And Green Bay will take game 2 in a ridiculously convincing fashion, similarly to Jungle in game 1. I have no clue what to expect. I have not seen a more bipolar series in a very long time. After game 1, I definitely thought Jungle were just going to take it. I didn't think it was going to be a blowout in game 2, because usually these are just kind of one-off things. But yeah, Green Bay, I'm pretty sure Jungle had 6 goals in game. I'm pretty sure it was either 5 or 6. But yeah, Green Bay putting up 6 in this one. I'm hoping it's a closer game. We like to keep it exciting here on Twitch for you guys, but yeah, it's as far as, you know, as matches go, I'd hate to see a blowout game 3. But both of these teams do, if there is a time to lose, it is in 3, because the way that this group stage bracket is set up, you've got, it's based on your game differential. So you win in 2, that's the best you can do. You get a couple extra points. You lose in 3, that's the best. So either way, these two teams have their potentially best outcomes kind of written out for them, but we'll see if Green Bay can break this 4-4-0-2 deficit with their game so far. Almost a nasty goal off the rip from Green Bay, but Chicago defense able to stay locked down. Angel now midfield to Bob. What a nasty play by Chicago, who seems to be back to their game 1 selves. But yeah, fantastic placement by Bob. Making it 1-0, less than 30 seconds into this one. But they are gonna, I would say they're gonna need to find some more to convince me that they got this in the bag, because Green Bay has been putting on a clinic of recent. I mean, you never know. Maybe this is how they lost their last 2 series. You just don't know. But Angel looking for a pass down to Bob off the free jump. This is the Chicago I know. The gents have been known to be quite whimsy at times. Bob off the backboard. Fusion there for the shot as well. Angel has time and boost, but Trash is up off the backboard in time. Stewie now bringing it upfield. Crimzix keeping it solidly in the Chicago half. Bob with an interesting touch past one. Pinches it. Stewie is up, putting it midfield. Trash up early for this one. Puts it on target. Fusion there for the save. Puts this on target again, though, is Stewie. Oh, my God. The goal line saves from Chicago right now are insane. Fusion and Bob keeping this team above water now. Fusion bringing it upfield as well. Stewie, what a fantastic touch. Pulling the momentum into the midfield. The Angel is there, though, off the pass from Bob, the huge man. Such a large man that Bob is. Fusion in the midfield looking for a touch off of Trash's play. Does receive it well. Angel free touch off the sideball, looking for two. Music does get the intercept. Bob, though, popping upfield. Looking double commit between Bob and Fusion. Doesn't look like Green Bay can punish, though. Puts it right in front of his own net, though. Trash almost giving Angel the most free shot in existence, but is saved. Angel popping up high, looking for two. Gets the reset, opts to hit it into the corner. Fusion. Oh, what an amazing bump from Angel in the corner. Trash got plenty of space, but he was able to get the 50 there. Stewie banging it off the sidewall. Angel, Chicago doing a great job of keeping the ball in the offensive half of the field. Is this on target? Bob, the huge man, showing him just how big he is, giving him 2-0 here off of yet another grounded open net shot. This is, I mean, it's starting to look a lot like the first game with the, the Green Bay defense is looking, like more to be desired than they are playing right now. But we will see if they can bring it back. 2 minutes is enough time to do so. Crimsix over to Stewie. Is this on target? It's crossbar again. That crossbar is the bane of existence. Or the bane of Stewie's existence, I should say. Stewie over to Crimsix again. Round two. Electric Boogaloo. We'll see if they can convert. Angel is there for the clear. Fantastic catch and pop. Fusion trying to get it past Crimsix is intercepted well. Stewie with a shot on target. This will be out of reach from Angel, and Stewie bringing his team back 1-2 from the perspective of Green Bay off the middle 50 from Crimsix. We'll see if they can keep this going here. Just under a minute and a half remaining in regulation, and Angel, I saw that coming, off the kickoff, flicks it right over the Green Bay defense. Crimsix not getting the touch that he wants for the direction, and Trash just, there ain't much you can do but hope, and his hopes have been crushed, ladies and gents. But 3-1 here, technically doable, but Green Bay is gonna need to get some luck their way or figure out a way to break down the Chicago defense here. Another open net shot, but is able to be off. Bob now. Oh my God. Touch on target. Trash is able to turn around. Almost was too focused on the boost to see it. Stewie now. Up in midfield. Trash is there. Back over to the Chicago corner. Bob doesn't get the touch he wants. This is a 2-on-1. Angel, though, with an amazing clear downfield. Gets another one. Looking for a second touch off the backboard. Goes for the bump on Trash. Does not connect. Trash gets a pass two. Crimsix is up. This is off the post. Oh no. Green Bay and they should work for the UPS the way they go postal. But Angel in the corner off into the midfield gets a second one. Chicago does not need to push, though, as the Green Bay cast having no boost to work with. 15 seconds left. Green Bay basically needs to score this possession. It will not happen. Bob looking for a bump. 10 seconds left in this game 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Stewie doesn't get the reset, and with that, this will be Chicago taking the series in 3 games, folks. That will bring the standings for Group A to, let me do some edits real quick. We've got Omaha Buffalo beating the Miracles 2-1. We've got KC beating Bemidji 2-1. So this now brackets, or these brackets, Inferno, this is Group A. Inferno with 15, Jungle 12, Victory 10, Green Bay 2. Because that went to 3, they will have a slight advantage over Duluth if Duluth loses the next 102. And then Group B, Outlaws with 15, tied with Omaha Buffalo. Outlaws is up only because of their win-loss. Or I should say the game diff. That is Outlaws, Omaha. We got Bemidji, Miracles, and Fargo. So up next, though, as we move into the 4th round of the round robin games, we will have KC versus Fargo as we move back into those Group B matchups. That is actually a wild matchup. That is the 9 and 10 seed with Fargo as the 9. Unfortunately, has not won a game yet. As one of them, well, hang on. Yes, as 2 of their games were rescheduled for tomorrow and Monday. So it'll be a while before we see theirs update. But we got KC, who has not lost yet. They have 15 points and are in first. So stay tuned. We will be right back with that.
All I seek to find is a world that's mine. Need a place to hide. Will you free my mind? Follow the light of a world that's blind. In your eyes I see there's a place for me. There's a place
I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar. Yeah, I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and now and now and now and never. I was putting in the I'm sick of fighting the things that you said. I don't wanna burn all our bridges ahead. I'm tired of going to bed when you left me on red just to turn up the noise in my head. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. You were calling me a liar, 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 liar.
Welcome back. Up next, we've got KC versus Fargo. Drastically different progressions for these two teams through the round robin. KC in first, actually, with 15 points, with a 6-2 on their win-loss. They will be taking on the lovely Steelhawks that are actually in a weird position because two of their games, their second game that they play and their final game they play, got rescheduled. So they will play tomorrow and then at 8 o'clock on Monday. So they won't know where they're sitting at for a while, but at 0-1 right now, they're going to need to start winning some, but we'll see how they hold up against the top team in Group B right now. I'm going to make a bold prediction, and honestly, I think they take it. I think there's a lot of, KC is the 10 seed, so they are literally last. There's only 10 teams in Prem. Literally last in the bracket, coming out and surprising everyone, but I don't know if they can go perfect here, as they do get some early offensive pressure, but Gavalanche here for Fargo, getting a nice 50 with Volt into the corner. Player over to Evan. Evan gets two, trying to get another one, will not connect. Core, a little, wow, what a 50 into the Fargo corner here. Gavalanche popping it off. Fishy is there to keep it cleared out. Volt, 50 with Evan into the corner. Core now opts to leave it for Volt. Kind of an interesting bounce. 50 into the midfield. Gavalanche and Fishy could have 50. Core off his own backboard. Flair is there for the shot, but it is wide right. But Evan is there. Kind of a interesting defensive play here from KC, but they do get it cleared out. Evan. A Volt off the sidewall puts it very close to the Fargo net here. Gavalanche is there for the clear, though. Core trying to get a 50 on Evan, does not get a touch. Fishy off of the Fargo backboard. Volt trying to get a play, though. Pushes it in midfield, but no one is there. Evan with a clear over to Blair almost results in a goal for Fargo, but Core, oh my god, do it. A double off the sidewall. Can he get another one? Does, but what a beautiful set of 50s by Gavalanche. Blair taking now. 3-on-2 here for Fargo. Evan doesn't quite get the shot on target, is murdered for not doing so. Blair and Core now battling off the ceiling over to Volt. One dead here for KC, leaves the offense pretty barren. Fishy now just under halfway through this game. Core will put that on net as well as a follow-up, but nothing will drop, and both of these teams have been just kind of peppering each other's nets in hopes, and Core finally gets one to drop here for KC off of the, I would say assist from Fishy, but the ball just kind of rolled to him. So, but they'll take what they can get, as we've got just over half the game left. Bolt off the kickoff, getting some pressure early for KC. Viciously bumped in the process. Core off the ceiling, gets it past one. Gavalanche up. Takes a slow play into his own corner. Sent back. Flare, Core is there for the touch. Evan now, intercepted by Volt Destroyer, is able to collect again. 50 with Gavalanche and Volt, all the way down to the KC corner. Now Core, solid collection. Gets it past one. Bringing it up the wall. Off ceiling. Can he dazzle us? Unfortunately not. And Gavalanche will try his own attempt at a ceiling play, but sent back. Core there for the angle, but it will be cleared out by Evan. Volt is there for the shot. This is on target and dangerous for Fargo, and Fishy will take the open net goal off of the awkwardness from Flare being last. And a fantastic 50 by Volt. Sent straight over to Fishy. There's really not much you can do there if you are Fargo. But it is still anyone's game. This is game one. These teams have, as I said before, very different experiences so far through the round robin. So mentality is a big thing here. And Fargo won't even play half their matches today. Volt over to Fishy. That's an open net. This will be a 3-goal game here for KC. Doing a similar thing to what we saw on the Bemidji squad. Or excuse me, on the Chicago squad. Recently with the, just the open net pushes. Yeah, it's a pretty one-sided game so far. As I mentioned, still anyone's game, but they're gonna need to start coming back sooner rather than later. In a best of 3, you don't want to drop the first game, and someone will be doing so. So we have, oh my gosh, Fargo almost lighting up the KC net, but it is cleared out. Evan now. Popping it into the corner. Fishy up early. Doesn't get the read. Pulls a straight up atomic. Avalanche. Into the corner as well. Fishy. No one is really there as a second man follow up for Fargo. See if they can change that to get some pressure going. Flare off the backboard. Is anyone there for Fargo? And now Gavalanche up as they get 2 off the backboard. Core has no boost here, but is able to get the touch. Volt with a fantastic pick off, clearing it upfield. 30 seconds left, and this is a 3-goal game. Things are looking very, very grim here for Fargo, and that's an absolute dime from Volt over to Core. That's a crazy, just perfectly puts his car in between the ball and the back wall, and dime score. That is a 4-goal game, all assisted here for KC. Just an absolutely dominant performance as they continue to surprise teams in this round robin. Fishy with a crazy save off the backboard, interrupting that potential goal from Fargo. Bolt now just killing the clock, controlling the ball. This is on the wall. This next bounce will be game here, and Flare just slams it. That is 1-0 KC in an extremely dominant fashion. Did not drop a goal. We'll see if Fargo, most of their goals that KC got were just kind of hand-me. Like, aside from the pass off the backboard and whatnot from Volt, but yeah, most of it just seems to be a communication thing. I don't know, maybe they're nervous, but this is a best of 3. So if KC takes this next game, it will be a very fast series into the 5th round of the round robin. But we'll see how she goes. And off the rip, we got some offense coming out from Fargo. Nice to see them still in their mentality of scoring. Gavalanche off the sidewall, gets it past one, is able to get it past two. Looking for Evan in the midfield. Cannot get the shot to go. Flair, though, popping it backboard. There is just one back. Volt does not get the best touch, but no one seems to want to push closely from Fargo. Flair now into the... What a crazy pinch into the opposite Fargo corner. Touch into midfield by Core. Fishy trying to get a shot on target is wide left. Evan will carry this over. Picked off by Volt Destroyer. This is a free touch. Was an open net, but Evan was able to speed through last second for the clear. I don't know if it was even on, but close there for Fargo. Avalanche, Volt, 50 straight down, rolling. Oh, doesn't get the touch that Fishy wants as he accidentally hits his own teammate in the air. Fishy now looking to do a solo play, gets it past one. 50'd into the midfield. Volt, is this on target? It was. Now we have, oh, what a save from Flair. Fargo defense is really trying to ramp up their cutoffs right now as they are getting peppered and peppered on the defensive end. Bolt kills one. It is almost open. What a slide in from Evan. Clearing that out. Evan again putting the team on his back on the defensive end. These midfield intercepts and early cuts are doing a great job of taking some of that offensive pressure away from the Fargo side. Evan now doing what he does best. Staying in the air. Core tries to get it past one. Does. Fishy got the touch that he wants. Evan pops it to the corner. Pops mentioned. Evan now can't get another one midfield as Gavalanche keeping it in the offensive possession here. Bolt, Gav, midfield. Flair is there for the shot, and we have a comeback game for Fargo. 1-0. I was just about to say anyone's game still got time, but now KC's got to find one in a little over 2.5 minutes. But as I mentioned, these are best of threes, so Fargo is on their heels right now. They need to completely reverse sweep, win the next two. See if they can do so. They are looking much smoother. That's a nasty play. Unfortunately, can't drop. Smoother in this game than the first. But yeah, almost a disgusting play there. Popped into the Fargo corner here by Core. Avalanche to pass two. It's just Volt back. Tries to get the reset. Does not go. Fishy. Over to Volt. It is just one back here for Fargo. Gav is able to get the touch. Waiting patiently for the shot. Core cannot put it on target. That was the opportunity KC needed to kill the momentum that Fargo is slowly building. Volt now into the corner. Intercepted by Evan. Evan's got 0 boost and a dream. Bolt and Flair in Flair's favor. This is an awkward touch by Fishy, but no one... God, Fishy dies. No, I was going to say no one's there for Fargo, but because he was committing a double homicide. Evan can't get the touch he wants. Into the Fargo half here. Flair popping it into the corner. Gets it past one. Trying to get it past two. Volt is up. Fishy a little awkward. Gav backing off a little bit, playing the touch here. Evan puts one on target, sent out. Core gets the mustard over one. And Gav picking off the shot from Volt. Evan now off the bump. Able to get one, but cannot get it past Core. Fantastic control by Core. Might just air dribble it in. Gav, though, picking off the play very, very well. 45 seconds left, and it's looking like KC's got to get one if they want to perfect the sweep. Sweeping Fargo right now would lock KC in I think as the guaranteed 1 spot. I might need to check that after this match concludes, but I believe due to the game diff calcs, they will be the number 1 if they do win this, but 15 seconds, they gotta get one. It's looking a little unlikely. Flair now. Popping it over to Gav. Core. Up, looking for 2. Fishy now, trying to get this midfield. Volt is there, but Evan will clear it out, and Fargo brings it back 1-1. There will not be a sweep, folks. As, yeah, that was a much-needed game for Fargo, for both their standings and their mental. They lost, I believe, I think they got swept. Yeah, they got swept by Omaha. And now they're trying to bring it back here against KC. Both very good teams. Omaha is tied with KC for the overall points, but KC up in the game diff. And we will see how this game 3 goes. Both teams on their heels now. But Evan making a play here for Fargo. Core now, the intercept from Flair. Already the KC defense looking a little staggered by this early pressure. Volt fakes out his teammate, able to clear it out anyway. A little miscommunication here by KC. It might not matter though. Core gets 2 touches off the sidewall. Evan there. 15 over to Flair. Core is getting bumped, but is able to recover there. Gav up the sidewall, fakes Core out. Gets it past 1, can't get past 2. This will go over the net. No threat here for Fargo. Core, though, intercepting the pass off the wall from Fishy. And this is a great play here for KC. There's nothing that Fargo can do on the defensive end to stop that, as they will make it 1-0 here in under a minute, trying to cement this series here. Bolt with a read off of the backboard. Fishy now, trying to pop it to a teammate, but Flair will be there to catch it. Bolt now. It's 1, looking for 2. Flair with the 50. Midfield. Core is there for the shot. This is high. Gav did go up, pitches it off to the right corner. Gav again seems to be the person making the offensive pushes with Evan here for Fargo. Evan now trying to put it midfield. Volt looking a little awkward. Flair popping it off the sidewall. Fargo doing everything that they can right now to keep it in the offensive half, but they can't get anything to drop. Everything that they put on just seems to get redirected by KC, as we only have a few shots from each team so far into this game. But some awkwardness on Fargo here leaves Fishy with a 50 with Evan. Evan 50 Volt Destroyer midfield. Gav will go up early, but Core can easily read this. Plenty of time. Flair gets a bad touch though. Core wants to get a little pinch into the net, but cannot connect. Gav with a oh my god, a triple touch off the corner. Musty does not go though. Fishy banging it back upfield here for KC. Evan and Core into the corner. Oh, doesn't get a shot off. Volt, though, will take the shot for KC. Sent back by Gav. Fargo needs to get some kind of quality pressure here if they want to take this series. And they have a little over 2 minutes left, but Flair gets it past, and this is the equalizer here for Fargo. This is a fantastic team play. I think all the bodies in the midfield made Core curious of who was actually making contact. So, yeah, what a team play. I am seeing that Inferno did just beat the victory in Group A, so they have cemented, I believe, yes, they have cemented their spot as the 1 seed in Group A, or the finished first in Group A, with a 4-0 record. They did not drop, and we'll see how Group B pans out pending this game, but minute and a half left in this series. Well, barring OT, but Gav looking for, oh, gets the fake musty. This does go midfield, almost a crucial double fake in KC's favor, but Fargo does get a piece of it. Now Volt banging it upfield here. 50 with Gav and Fishy. Now Gav looking to make a play of his own, leaves it for Flair. 4 is there. Bolt popping it upfield. Now Flair killing one. Does ease up pressure a little bit on the defensive half. Fishy gets a touch midfield. Flair there. Will he get 2? It's the 50 on Core. This is an open net here for Fargo. Can Evan get the touch midfield? He can, and oh no! Oh my God, was that Volt? I think it was Fishy. I don't even know. The touch from Evan is off, but Volt misreads it and own goals, giving Fargo a 2-1. Honestly, what an angle. Respectfully, that's a nasty angle. Okay, okay. Almost immediately equalizing it with a pinch of their own, but I feel so bad for Volt if they cannot get this series secured. Volt now looking for a redemption play. Core gets it past 1, can't get it past 2, as Gav is there for the save. 20 seconds left. KC needs a shot here to go. Core 50 into the sidewall, moving into the Fargo territory here. What a clear out by Evan. The 50. Core, oh my gosh, go. Oh, Fargo almost getting another one to drop just before time expires. This is 0 unless KC can get the Aura farm. 0-second goal. This will be Fargo taking it in 3. A wild series of events, and this will now shift the the Group B standings. So with that, KC, I believe they are done. Okay, so I believe this is final for KC and Omaha. Yes, they both played all of their games. KC with 16 points, Omaha with 15, and then Bemidji, Fargo, and Minneapolis each have games pending due to Fargo reschedules. So that will be in on Monday. But Outlaws and Omaha, I believe, are locked as your 1 and 2 spot. But yeah, with this win, KC will be the number 1 for Group B moving into next week for the Elim games. But we will have one more match here on stream for you guys. And that'll be the Brainerd Victory versus the Duluth Superiors. This is also a very crucial game because the Duluth Superiors are on their heels right now, sitting in last. So we will see you momentarily for that.
Now lately we popping on the edge, and I'm gonna regret some things I said. I don't want you to leave, so stay instead, and I pay the price. In the morning we'll both be good and gone, and the world will continue moving on. But I swear that there ain't no other one, just staying alive. And I don't mean to be that guy that wanna push it to the side, and all the light and not the light, you know.
Welcome back. We've got round 5 here of the round robin. The final stream game for tonight. We have Brainerd versus the Duluth Superiors. This is a very crucial game. I was looking at standings while we were offline, and if Duluth sweeps Brainerd here, which would 1 be Aura, but 2, that will knock out Green Bay, I believe, as the 1 seed who chose the groups, which as Cooper, I think that's hilarious. And as the main caster for this stream, I think that'd be funny to see on stream. So I'm kind of hoping it happens just because I like to watch the world burn. But yeah, we've got the Duluth Superiors versus Brainerd Victory. Both kind of interesting runs through. Victory looking to win this, and that will put them into the 2nd spot for Group A. Duluth basically, I believe they need to sweep to not be eliminated. So pretty imperative for both of these teams. Obviously more so for Duluth, but yeah, Brainerd looking to fight over that 2nd spot from Chicago. But already seeing some offense here out of Brainerd, almost a potential shot. Kixby. Oh, never mind. Whitlock intercepting, taking it himself. Usually he's on the backboard waiting for a shot, but he is moving upfield here. Kixby popping it. Fours is killed. This is potentially open here for Kixby. Kato, though, not letting it happen. Rocking the contender, or excuse me, challenger tag. Half. We got 80%, or what? Whatever percentage of these players get rocking RLCS tags. This is quite the lobby among us, but Kato, among us mentioned, up the sidewall, trying to find a pass midfield. No one is there. Fours now bumped. This is an open net for Victory, and they will slot it 1-0 off of the shot from Kixby, and the bump here coming out. I don't even know who that was, but fantastic vision to see that play. But yeah, just over a minute elapsed in this round 5 round robin. Making a statement coming in here saying we are going to win as the 3 seed. But yeah, again, this is a 3 versus 5 seed due to the cursed groups. As Whitlock popping it, going midfield. No one there for Brainerd. Mac, the 50 into the midfield. Reaper can't read the ball. Wubik now taking possession here for Duluth and slams it all the way across the net. Whitlock gets it past 2, but Wubik will be there for the save. Whitlock gets the reset. Can he get it past? And he does get the dunk on Fours. What a shot from Whitlock. Just understanding Fours is stuck on the backboard and putting it right on his dome. But a little over 3 minutes left here in game 1. As I mentioned, I'm pretty sure Duluth needs to sweep. Who have a shot, so they need to get some going now. Wubik, though, making me real happy and you know, beautifully timed with his shot here off of Mac's little 50 touch. But yeah, a tiny ghost touch out of Reaper, but it will not connect. 2-1 now for Brainerd. They had a rough fallout last night, actually, for Chow. For those that were watching that, crazy performance between them and Green Bay. Wubik, though, locking in, not letting me talk about literally anything else, but his shot. Yeah, 2-2, tying it up. I think they scored 2 goals in the last minute to get this back into grasp, or within grasp. Fours now reset off the backboard. Wubik does jump, leaving Kato last. Let's get it past 1. Kixby up early, though. Ceiling pinch down. Fours with the clear. Reaper looking for a play in the corner. The Duluth defense looking a little awkward here. Ubik with a 50 over to Forrest, puts it on target. Reaper with a dangerous touch. Almost wasn't able to get the save. People dying all over. Double homicide in the victory half of the field. Mac, though. Midfield for Forrest. Forrest can't get the touch. Ubik now can't get it. Is anyone home for Duluth? And they are, but a vicious 50 puts it right into the bottom of the net here. The what is that? the lovely God-given gift rubber ducky explosion 50 play by Brainerd. They'll take it, as now Duluth has to mount a comeback here. Plenty of time left though. 4 is up for a solo play. Can't get it to go. Mac, opportunity off the corner, does get it midfield. Of course, Whitlock is in net, though. Force awaiting the touch into the corner. Ubik, though, chasing it off the backboard. Ubik looking for another one. Fake Musty, tries to get it midfield. This is on target and dangerous. Mac is able to put it into the corner. Kixby, 50 on 4s. Reaper is really awkward here. Puts it off of his own backboard, and I think Kato pre-jumped this. If he did, this is a legendary goal. Yeah, he did. That's a crazy shot. Duluth aura farming Brainerd right now as the 3 seed. Or I guess against the 3 seed. But yeah, this is a very back and forth game here. Some crazy, crazy goals by Duluth, trying to secure this sweep that is oh so necessary. And I know Stewie is silently watching, watching that spreadsheet, just kind of sobbing to himself, waiting to see 2-0, but we'll see what happens. Kato puts it midfield. Bubbly is there for the stop. No one is really following up on these midfield passes from Duluth. Reaper tries to go for the bump. Instead hits it off the sidewall to Whitlock. Ubik gets 1, gets 2. Looking for the reset play. Does get the reset. Kind of a client reset, though. Doesn't really go anywhere. Mac into the midfield. Ubik trying to beat out Reaper. It will happen. Potential turn here. Forrest gets a couple extra touches he did not want. And ends up 50ing his own teammate off of it. 20 seconds left, though. Any team looking to close this out. Whitlock does... Oh, my God, is this in? This is a shot off the right post, but Bubbly is there anyway for the save. Ubik, though, potentially on target. Kixby there for the stop. 3 seconds left. When this hits the ground, this will be OT as we move into OT here in Game 1. And pretty matched aggression across the board, but no! Matt couldn't read the touch from Ubik off the back wall. Would have been a for sure goal here for Duluth. Reaper and Kixby a little awkward into the side. Reaper over to Kixby again. 50 by Kato, moving upfield. Whitlock, though, stealing his boost. Whitlock moving it up again. Whitlock has seemed to be doing everything here for Brainerd. But he can't get one to go. Force, 0 boost in a dream. 50 with Reaper into the corner. Kixby, turning opportunity here for Brainerd, and that is off the left wall. But Whitlock is there for the follow-up, and he will slot it, keeping Brainerd alive and taking Game 1 here, which could be this could be a very crucial win here for Brainerd, as I think that changes if the brackets can change at all. I'm pretty sure Duluth is done. This might be just a consolation game next, but pretty sure Duluth is incapable of passing Green Bay at the moment. But yeah, Brainerd still has to close it out to take out Jungle. That is the other alternative. If they lose, they will not move up. They will stay as the third. So Stakes are reasonably high here. For Duluth, there's not really much you can do other than hope that the spreadsheet math is incorrect. But yeah, Mac putting one on early. Keeping, Duluth's possibilities here high. Fours, 50 with Brainerd on the back wall. Kickspeed takes it instead of Reaper. Fours now, trying to make a play. Leaves it for Wubik. Whitlock gets one. Fours there for the pass to Mac. Can't put it on target. Bixby, though, off the Duluth backboard. Fours gets destroyed on the backboard. Reaper off the sidewall, puts it on target. Omac is there. Bit up early, gets it past one. Kixby is there, but he cannot get the shot to go in. Goes off the crossbar. Whitlock again seems to be the X factor here for Brainerd. Wubik moving it upfield. Kixby with a 50. Whitlock on backboard. Able to get it cleared out. Gets the double tap. Force, no boost. Cannot chase this. Kixby will get a free touch off the sidewall. Gets another one, though. Whit passes it upfield, but no one is there to receive it. Forrest looking for a double tap. What a crazy redirect by Duluth, but will be sent back out by Whitlock. Whitlock again fakes it, leaves it for Kixby, but Cato is there. This is an open net here for Duluth if they can get to it, but Reaper will come back in time. And this is a very low scoring game too compared to the first one. Wubik, though, might prove me wrong here. Stopped by Whitlock. Kixby now throwing it down. Oh, and that is a bad shall from Fours, unfortunately, or I think, no, from Omac. Is unable to read the touch, and Kixby slotting in the first one here for Brainerd in game two. Mac now gets a bump, but is killed for his efforts. Fours and Whitlock up. Fours looking for the double, does get it. A phenomenal shot here from Fours, keeping his team in the running. Little under 3 minutes left here in regulation. See what team wants it more. Fours up. It's the clear. Oh my god, what a 50 from Kixby. This is an open net, but Reaper, due to the demo, cannot get back upfield to get the touch. No way Whitlock scores this. Kixby, though, has an open net, and Fours, unfortunately, can't get to it. Wubik might have been able to, but you just gotta... I mean, I don't blame Fours for touching this, but it was a goal anyway. But, yeah, 2-1 here. Brainerd, see if they can sweep this series. They obviously plenty of time here. A little over half the game left. Wubik, though, gets bumped. Cannot get a double touch on this. Force off the corner. Whitlock is up early. Can't get a touch, though. Wubik pops it back to Fours. Mac, no boost. And Wubik now with a 50 from Whitlock. This will be off target. Fours, though, making sure it is. Reaper a little 50 into the corner. Kixby 50 into the corner now. Mac with Whitlock. Wubik now making a play. Interesting pre-flip, kind of 50 chow there in the corner, but it will not fall mid. Kixby, little reset play. Slightly left of the net. Mac almost with a ridiculous pre-flip. Cannot get the shot on target, though. Just over a minute and a half remaining in this game. Mac now off the ceiling, looking for a pass to Fours. Kixby, no, with a crucial misplay. Tries to move it upfield, but when accidentally pinches it backwards, leaving Duluth with an open net. And I mean, you hate to see it if you're Brainerd here. But yeah, we'll see if this momentum shift can do anything here for Duluth. They have played a solid game here, but after losing that first one, they do need to win the next 2. Reaper over to Kixby, kind of an awkward bounce here. Kixby is unable to read it. 2 bumps coming out against Duluth, but Brainerd is there to get the save. Whitlock again. Kixby moving it upfield now. Wubik gets bumped. Looking for a touch off of Whitlock's play, is able to get it. Reaper now, an unfortunate respawn by Force. Leaves them in kind of an awkward state here on defense. Whitlock intercepting that clear from Force early. Wubik is incredibly comfortable right now on the backboard. Kixby popping it up high. Wubik leaving it for Mac, but neither of them go. Reaper. Mac gets a touch past Reaper. Can't get one past Wit, though. Force off the bump is able to get a shot. Oh my god, what a save! Mac was able to get the shot on target, but Reaper clearing it back out, hitting the crossbar and post, I believe. Touch off the corner. Difficult one to read. 50. Wubik leaving it for Force. Force does have 100 in the tank. Puts it midfield, and Wubik can't lock the shot down. This ball has not touched the ground, though. This next goal could be the series. Oh my god! What are these 50s and chows and touches? And that will be OT here in game 2. I have no idea what any of that last 10 seconds was, but Kixby trying to end this one very quickly here. Force, can he make it happen just wide right? Had to get it past 2 Victory. Oh no. Whitlock with the open net. That will secure, I believe that is the series. 2-0 Brainerd, as it is. And that will be it for this series. And that will be it for today, actually. So your overall standings for Group A are Inferno with 20, sitting at that first spot. Brainerd at the second spot with 16 points. Chicago Jungle at 12 in the third spot. And Green Bay barely making their own selected bracket. Shout out, Stewie. With 7 points at that 4 slot. Group B, on the other side, the Kansas City Outlaws with 16 points, Omaha with 15 at number 2, Bemidji with 7, Fargo with 5, and Minneapolis with 3. And those numbers might sound weird to you because they are. Fargo had to reschedule their middle games or something. I'm not exactly sure which ones they were, but when they play Bemidji and Minneapolis, those got rescheduled. So those will be tomorrow and Monday. So we won't know how Group B has fared until like 9 o'clock Monday. But with that said, we'll be wrapping up stream here. Congratulations to all teams in Groups A and B who qualified for the bracket play next week. Best of luck to you. And to those who won't, potentially, depending on how those games work out, and to Duluth, played hell of a series, and wish you guys the best of luck in seedings walking into LAN. Reminder, LAN, for those that have been living under a rock and haven't been watching Chussy Casts, is the end of February into March. It's that transition weekend. So pull up to Wisconsin and meet me and shake hands and have a good time. A smooch or two would be nice. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, and I will see you all next week.